What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday, February 24th, better known as Cedar Point's Winter Chill Out Day. That's right, hundreds of people, as I speak right now, are out at Cedar Point enjoying the freezing cold, because it is indeed cold out there. It is like 20-some degrees. And like the thing is, it's like February, so you might say like, okay, you know what? It's cold in February. But every single day leading up to now, and every single day, like coming out of like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and all that, it's all supposed to like warm up. So it was like warm, warm, dip, warm, warm. So Mother Nature knew that winter chill out was going on, and they knew that people had to go out to Cedar Point and really feel the chill and feel the winter. So good job, Mother Nature. But all those people got to go out to Cedar Point on an off day and see all sorts of behind the scenes things, backstage areas of, or at least when we went, and I say we because usually I'm here with my son Milo, but he's down in New Orleans right now. When me and him went, there was like behind the scenes of some of like the theaters and the games. You get to see behind the games, stuff like that. And back where the rides like Millennium Force, you get to go in like the tunnels and stuff like that. All sorts of cool stuff. Plus, one of the big reasons that people love to go to Winter Chill Out is because every single year they make some sort of big announcement for the 2020 for the season coming up ahead. So like when we went in 2020.
Welcome to Winter Chill Out. I'm Tony. I do communications here. A couple of things, housekeeping notes for this presentation. Number one, you have a video camera, a phone, a camera. There are no photography of this presentation.
Alright, so we just did the presentation and Q&A.
They announced that access passes. If you went to Cedar Point in 2020, you know all about what the access passes are, and people hated them, and they announced that access passes were going to be going away for the 2021 season. It was announced at Winter Chill Out that Steel Vengeance was going to be getting free lockers in the queue, so people didn't have to like get paid to get a locker outside of Steel Vengeance, which essentially made Steel Vengeance an upcharge attraction. So they make announcements like that at Winter Chill Out. Nothing huge, nothing like a new roller coaster or anything like that, but things that keep you interested and people are like just excited to hear. So I was all excited. I was like, okay, I have a friend, a ride operator at Cedar Point. She is out at Winter Chill Out, and she said, I'll be nice enough to give you some pictures and let you know what they say in the Q&A so you can do a video all about that stuff like right away, because like the event is like pretty much still going on right now as I film this. So I'm like, that's great. I didn't get a ticket, so I'm not able to get out there and film like a vlog or film this stuff myself. So I appreciate the help. So she started sending me some pictures, like some cool Top Thrill Dragster, like construction photos and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this like looks like really cool. And then I'm like, okay, well, when's the Q&A? I don't know. They answered a few questions around Top Thrill Dragster, maybe the Q&A, the major ones later. Okay, send me a few more pictures. Okay, when's the Q&A? And then it just like built up to like, hey, you know what? They're not doing a big like Q&A this year. So that means that there aren't going to be any big major announcements at Winter Chill Out for the 2024 season. This video initially was supposed to be everything that was announced at Winter Chill Out. And it was supposed to be this like nice, exciting video. But unfortunately, I don't get to do that video. I have to do this video instead, where I'm asking the question, essentially, is Winter Chill Out still worth the hype? Now, only that question can be answered by you, the person that is interested in it, because you're the only one that knows what your hype is. Is your hype just like, hey, you know what? I'm happy to go out to Cedar Point in a month that I don't normally get to go to Cedar Point. I get to see behind the scenes, maintenance sheds, stuff like that, and that's worth it to me. So maybe that's worth it to you. Or is it something like, hey, you know what? I go to Winter Chill Out every year, every other year. I went this year or whatever. in order to like get all that stuff, all the behind the scenes stuff, plus get that little bit of the information before anyone else. So if that is you, then you have to really question, like whenever winter chill out tickets come up for sale or the lottery comes up next year for 2025, are you going to be one of the people willing to shell out the $90 that it now costs? And who knows, by next year, the way they keep raising the prices every single year, it might be $120 by the time next year rolls around. Now, it's for a charity called A Kid Again. So you can't really complain whenever your money goes to a great cause. So there is that. I don't want to sound like people are going to be complaining about that. But the fact is, people give that money to charity gladly, but still expect a little something in return. And I'm not sure that people are getting that return that they fully expected. But maybe all this is a good thing, because when we first started going to Winter Chill Out, it was like popularity was here. And then over like the years, it's like shot up. And maybe now it's time for the popularity to come back down a little bit. Maybe it's time for Winter Chill Out to go back to first come, first serve, where people can be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get on and buy my tickets, and maybe tickets will be available for a few hours or something like that, instead of like the few minutes that they've been available the past few years whenever they did a first come, first serve basis. And that's the thing that made them move to this lottery system, because right now, in order to buy a ticket, you have to fill out a form in order to be entered into a lottery. And then whenever you win the lottery, you win a chance to go on and buy tickets. Personally, I prefer first come, first serve. I feel like you're in control more of your own destiny. But Cedar Point felt like they had to do that because of the popularity of the event. If this event isn't going to be what it was, at least like this year, then you really have to question, like, okay, are people going to be fully excited next year whenever the event is coming up? Like, okay, I go every year, or I wanted to go to my first one, or I went once and I'm ready to go again. But I remember seeing on Twitter or Facebook, or I had a friend that went, or I went, and it just wasn't that good. So is it time for that popularity to start to sink again? And could that be a good thing? Because a lot of things for Cedar Point have been getting crazy busy and popular over the past few years. Now, I have a theory that's because of the Gold Pass, because when the Gold Pass was created, more and more people found it affordable to go to Cedar Point. And instead of taking like one trip out to Cedar Point, hey, you know what? Now I have a Gold Pass, I'm going to go more and more. And maybe that's created more Cedar Point enthusiasts, not coaster enthusiasts, I would say, because a lot of the people that just go to Cedar Point, so they're not necessarily coaster enthusiasts. But I think it's created a lot of Cedar Point enthusiasts. So anything that Cedar Point does, Coaster Mania, Winter Chill Out, anything like that, all of a sudden becomes like a huge event, and all these people just want to be part of it because it's part of Cedar Point. Now, I'm not saying that I want Cedar Point to become less popular, because the more popular Cedar Point is, the more money they're going to make, and the more money that they make, the more money they can invest in new rides, which is the reason that a lot of us go to Cedar Point in the first place. So I want them to be popular, I want them to make money, and I want them to keep expanding. So the popularity isn't the thing, but it's these limited time and limited ticket events. I'm really wondering what pass holder preview day for Top Thrill 2 is going to end up being, because the last pass holder preview day was back in 2018 for Steel Vengeance, and back then there was no Gold Pass, it was just a Platinum Pass. So there weren't nearly as many Platinum Pass holders as there are Gold Pass holders right now. And already Steel Vengeance had a 3-day pass holder, like those pass holder preview days. They had 3 days, just the same as Top Thrill 2, and you had to like reserve a specific day and stuff like that. So I assume it's going to be like that for Top Thrill 2. But I'm wondering is the popularity, if they allow every single pass holder, just like if you're a Gold Pass holder or a gold pass with all park passport, which is the pass that essentially replaced the platinum pass, or if you're a prestige pass holder, if you're any of those, you get to go. Or if they're going to limit it to prestige and the gold pass with all park passport, which is, like I said, what replaced the platinum. So are they going to do something to limit it, or are they just going to allow everyone? Something Tony Clark said in the TikTok video about Top Thrill 2 makes me believe that they're just going to keep it open to everybody. So I don't know, but it's going to be like crazy busy if every single person can go to the pass holder preview day, unless they just like make it like extend the hours or something instead of doing it. I think normally they would do it for like 3 or 4 hours or something like that. If they extend it to like 6 or 7 hours or something, like make it like almost like a full day. I don't know, but the popularity just keeps going up. But maybe Winter Chill Out being, I don't want to call it a dud this year, but I don't know. It seems like it might be a dud this year. Winter Chill Out being a dud might put that like dagger in some people's enthusiasm, where it brings down some of the enthusiasm for all these events. So maybe it's a good thing that Winter Chill Out wasn't that good this year. But I apologize that this video isn't what I hyped it up to be, because we did a video not too long ago about the Top Thrill 2, like the updates and stuff like that. And we were hyping up this video like, hey, we're going to have all the Winter Chill Out information right away, blah, blah, blah. So I felt like I needed to do some video because I promised a video today. So I felt like I had to do something. And I was trying to like wrap my head around, okay, there's no information to give you guys. So what video can I actually do? And instead of just like not doing any video at all, and it being like, okay, I subscribed because I wanted that Winter Chill Out video. So instead of getting no video, I decided to give this like kind of commentary video where I'm talking about Winter Chill Out and its popularity and stuff like that. So hopefully this video was at least somewhat interesting or educational or something. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up. Helps us out a lot. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, because most of our videos aren't like this. Most of our videos are chock full of information and stuff like that. They're not just us or me complaining about a Cedar Point event or anything like that. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe. If you're coming back, thank you for coming. If you want to go one step above subscribing, there is a link in the description to a channel membership page where you can be like one of these fine people right here. They joined our channel membership, and now they get things like exclusive pictures, exclusive shout outs, early content for our studio partner level videos, stuff like that. So, and it helps us out a ton. So it's a nice give and take relationship. So we appreciate our members oh so much. So that is it for this little Winter Chill Out complaining / commentary video. Hope you enjoyed it, but we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios.